What's up guys, TC here and welcome back to another Starbound update video, and we've got another blog post to take a look at. This one doesn't have any GIFs in it, but it does have an image, and I think this image has a lot more to it if we examine it. But real quick, let's read up what this blog has to say. So this one occurred on February 23rd, so this is pretty recent. So it says, we have a bit more space content to show off. We've been reading all of your comments on our past few blog posts, and it's great to see you're as excited as we are about the coming changes to travel and the new navigation interface. Several of you were speculating about space stations visible in the system view, so here's a little peek at what they look like in person. These stations will be good places to rest and resupply, find special merchants, and will be a key part of some other new features we'll be showing off soon. So that's a lot of vague but useful information. We have, aside from merchants and stuff like that, at first I thought these space stations would be places where we would buy our mechs maybe, but I have a feeling that Penguin Pete is going to be where we get our mechs, and where they'll probably update his UI and everything he sells. That way we'll be able to buy the mech and upgrade it and customize it there. Which leaves, I'm not really sure what they're talking about here when they say it will be a key part of some other new features we'll be showing off soon. So that means there's something in the works that we haven't seen any of yet. So real quick, let's pop this image open a little bit bigger. So here we can see there's a lot going on here that we can kind of examine. There's lots of new blocks, lots of new items. And so if we look really closely at this, at the structure of this, this looks kind of strange to me. And what this is reminiscent of, this reminds me of the intro mission. If you know, the intro mission isn't actually made out of blocks. It is a drawing. It is like it's actually a piece that's drawn in, and it has a hitbox that you can walk on. That's why when you can't like mine it or anything. And so upon inspection of this yesterday, I was pretty sure that this was just another drawing, because if you look at these angles, like, you don't see blocks like this very often in the game. Like, you don't see these angles very much. This doesn't look like typical blocks, right? But yesterday, Samurai Ferret made a post on Reddit and mentioned that these are in fact a new type of block. Now that to me is huge. This opens up a whole new world. Like, our buildings are going to be able to look a lot nicer now that we can add good, solid, smooth angles on them. It's probably going to be, specific to this block, but these blocks look amazing. Like, you can tell, these things just look fantastic. So, aside from that, there's a lot of other stuff we can see in here. We can kind of investigate. So I see some. This looks like a new computer here. We've got some background. This stuff is new. This is a new type of door. I believe this light is new. Same with this one here. If we go over just a little bit, oh no, it doesn't let me scroll over. But up here we've got some new couches. This is, I don't know what this little thing here is. Maybe it's a door, vertical door for like elevators. I'm not sure. This looks kind of like a door that fits over an elevator to me. If so, that's pretty cool. Down here we see some new benches. I think this is new as well. And here we have one of the new trams. So it's basically, I think they're going to replace the platform we have now with these new trams that you can kind of lock yourself into. And the most important and kind of unique piece is this little thing right here. Now, if you look at this, because this was definitely taken off of, like, this is a moving image. Now, to me, this looks like this was a spinning object. So you'll see it's kind of like out of alignment. So to me, that says this was spinning. And so I saw a really cool comment yesterday on Reddit that maybe this is a gravity generator for these ships. So it's possible that when you're outside of these space stations, you have zero-G in a zero-G environment. Maybe you can land your mech on it or whatever. I don't know how it's going to work. But when outside this ship, it's zero-G, but when you come into it, it has gravity. And that would be a really cool thing if this was some kind of gravity generator. Even if it's just for these space stations, I find it like really hard to think how they would implement it, like an item you could place. But it would definitely be something really cool if this just kind of allowed us to have gravity inside these. And it would make a lot of sense. I mean, there's clearly gravity in here. It wouldn't make sense for there to be gravity on the outside of the ship. So I'm kind of hoping that's what it is. It could be really cool. Outside of that, though, I don't see a lot of other stuff that's too much of a giveaway. But this next update is definitely going to be all about space travel, and I think it's going to be a little bit of a vehicle update as well. But yeah, that's all I have to say for today's episode. I can't see much more in here I wanted to go over that's really caught my attention. But maybe you guys can see something I missed. If so, leave it in the comments. But anyways, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.